even if I touch a meal. And do it through the pain, I don't need the pain. And life won't get me down, but it won't break my will. Cause I've been chasing this so long, I can't give up. I won't give in, been through too much. I done prayed for the money, I done prayed for the fame. I done prayed that I will make a sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, this podcast is brought to you by Final Form Supplements. Final Form Supplements is a supplement brand with honesty labeling. So the labeling in supplements is Wild Wild West. Sometimes labels aren't honest. They have things in there that's on in there. We don't have to worry about that with Final Form Supplements. We got everything you need from protein powder, creatine, skin care, soap for your skin, handcrafted soap, and we have all kinds of things. Go to finalformsubs.com, that's SUPPS, finalformsubs.com, use promo code COACHDRIB, all caps, no space, get 10% off your order, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe on whichever video you're watching here at Ivy Talks Podcast Network, and enjoy the show. We are back, and we are better. First one of the year, and we are 16 days in.
Busy.
16 days. How was the holidays for you, Mark?
Good. What yourself?
It was much needed time not working. Well, when I was in town, it was nice.
Yeah.
I had zero responsibilities the whole time I was there. So pretty much just chilling, bro.
Sleeping a little bit.
Yeah. Now I'm ready to be done with the semester already. We ain't even started yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're back in school. Shit.
Yeah, I might be going to Alaska this summer, though. So,
Alaska?
Yeah, for a conference. So
that
might be lit. I got to see first, because apparently I can go for free, like fully paid. But I have to make sure my grant can cover it, is the thing.
Right.
So I don't know if the grant covers it or not. So we'll find out.
Shit, I hope so. That'd be dope.
I know. And then, yeah, it'd be fun. And the conferences are fun to go to. So
Alaska, that makes me that shit would be dope, bro.
And luckily it'd be summertime, so it won't be too cold.
Shit.
But
it's about to feel like Alaska here.
What they talking about tip wise?
It's gonna be like in the 20s, but the wind feels gonna be so bad. It's gonna be feeling
like negatives.
Yeah, I think Monday night.
You're covering your mic.
Are we check?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think Monday night, yeah, they've already put out like watches and warnings for like hypothermia and shit already. So
yeah. Did y'all get snow that what was it, Friday when I left?
Yeah.
Was it a lot like they was expecting?
It wasn't as much as they were expecting, but it still got like 4 or 5 inches.
Damn, they canceled. Were schools in session?
No, they canceled. The whole state was shut down. They closed every school district. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I missed all of it.
You lucky dog.
I know. I ended up going. I ended up going south, so I went through Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana.
Yeah, Arkansas. You would have been going through Arkansas. You would have been fucked.
I know.
They got hit harder than we did, bro. Like a foot of snow.
Now, was that Friday or Thursday?
That was Thursday going into Friday.
So Thursday night? What time
and then it kept snowing. It snowed a little bit there Friday as well.
What time did it start snowing Thursday?
In Arkansas?
Well, in Nashville, what time did it start?
It started like Friday at like 3 a.m. or something.
Do you know what time it hit Arkansas?
It was Thursday, I think, during the evening.
Low key, at the time I left, I would have been to Dallas before. So I probably would have got to Dallas
right around the time it hit Dallas, but before Arkansas, because I left at like 6 in the morning. So
Mhm.
I would have got to Dallas at like 2 or 3. So I would have,
Dallas got some stuff, but not like it wasn't
yeah.
heavy.
So I still probably would have been okay because I would have been through Arkansas before it hit Arkansas.
Yeah.
But yeah, I took the safe route, and I stopped in Houston to hang out with my friend that lives in Houston. So I ended up making like a little trip out of it.
Right.
Yeah, Mark, I have some. You know what? We gotta talk about something. I don't know if you saw, but there's these two ladies. Over the past couple months, one of them decided to have sex with a handful of men in a certain amount of time. And this one lady, not that
I
long
think
ago, had 1,057 men in 12 hours. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand.
uh, um I don't either. And I might be ignorant to this. I'm sure they vetted all the guys and they were all clean, but that amount of human bodily fluid in 12 hours has to create something, right? I mean,
Well, here's the thing. So
something
I
had to be made there,
well, here's the thing. So logistically, based off,
and
so
it's gross.
so they're the chick that did a documentary of like the 100 and like whatever it was. So logistically, the thing is, it's not. So they're not all going to completion. So it's literally just like you get like a minute, and it's not one at a time.
Well, you don't need completion to make diseases, but
Yeah, I guess, but it's just crazy, bro.
dude, I also, I'm no woman, so like I said, I could be highly ignorant to this. I would feel like 99% of women would not want to do that. I mean, just first off,
Right? Yes, I would
um,
hope.
uh, wouldn't there be medical repercussions? Like, I, think about all the stuff going inside of your cervix. Well, all the dick going inside a woman's cervix that fast, that repeatedly.
No,
How?
you're using lube. You're using lube. There's no way.
Yeah, but
Using lube.
still, though.
I saw somebody. They did the
But
math on
still,
it.
though, like think about it.
No, Mark. I saw. I was watching a pod. They did the math on it, and if you took so obviously we don't know like what size each person was. So they
Oh,
took the average.
they were
They
all
took the
different, big,
they
small,
took.
medium,
So he took
whatever.
the average. He took the average size, multiplied it by 1,057, and it was the equivalent of 43 feet. That of 43 feet. No, was it
Yeah,
feet? Yes.
because the
No, no,
average
not
size.
43 feet. Not 43 feet. It was 43 stories.
Oh my god.
Or like a 40, because they did whatever. It's like 4,000 something feet. Or no, was it 400 something feet? It was like a little longer than a football field.
It's I. How are there no medical like? How is she not gonna have problems down the line? Think about what you just
Well,
said.
that's what it's made for.
I understand what it's made for, but even then, like, there's porn stars used to talk about like if they did gangbangs, right? And that'd be like, 5 or 6 dudes, right? They talk about the pain they would be in. Now, granted, those guys are bigger, big,
Porn professionals.
right. But the point still remains, right? I mean, and even though these guys are probably all of them are amateurs, right? They're gonna look. We're men. Let's be honest. They got in there for 1 minute and gave her fucking hell. You know what I mean? they I
Dude.
mean, think about this. It doesn't matter if they got a small dingling. If they're in there giving her hell, I mean, it's still gonna fuck shit up. I'm just saying.
Bro. I think it's crazier to even sign up for it than it is to want to do
Yeah,
it.
dude. What do you, especially like if you're the last guy, right?
There was apparently a guy requested to be last.
That's crazy. Like it'd be one thing if you're like the first guy, or even like if you're like top 10, okay. you definitely want to be the first to get in, out, get out of there. But being number 1,057 after she's just been ran through for 12 straight hours.
And some more detail. Allegedly, she was just gonna go for 1,000, and when she hit 1,000, there was 57 dudes still there. So there she was like, all right, let's just do the
And I've
57.
seen, I know exactly who she is because I've seen her on podcasts and stuff, and she has kids, bro. And I'm just
Oh,
thinking,
does she?
yes, she was married.
Oh, was or still is?
Well, was, and divorced and made
When
an
was?
OF.
How
And
long ago was the? Oh, so the divorce. After divorce, she made the OnlyFans. That's where she started her. Okay.
and I'm not gonna call her names, but you can imagine. Um, uh, but my thought process is, and all these women are the same, right? She don't give a shit about her kids, dog. I think she's got, especially she's got some. I think she has a little boy too. When this kid is 16 years old and his mom is butt naked and she's on the internet and she's plastered everywhere, dude. I mean,
What's her name?
I forgot her name. I think she's from England though. She's English.
Okay.
I know her
But
face.
but
It was
go.
plastered everywhere.
I didn't know who she was till this stuff came out. But
I knew who
uh
she was because I watched that. There's a certain podcast I watch sometimes or listen to the clips to that I've sent you before, so you know what I'm talking about. Um,
uh
and she was on there, and like, her whole thing was, I'm doing it for my kids, financial stuff, and I'm like, yeah, you just can't go get a 9 to 5.
Bonnie Blue. That's what it was.
That's
Well,
her.
here's my thing. Having kids is tough. I don't know that she. I don't know if I would go as far as say she doesn't care about her kids, but I don't think she thinks that far ahead. I think she's gonna end up regretting it because
Yes,
you see a lot of porn
a lot of
stars
them
like,
do. Yes,
yeah, that when they end up retiring from the industry and they have kids or they're raising kids, a lot of them like regret
right. Yes,
getting into
because
that industry.
it don't go away. They could try to scrub the internet. It will. Every video they've ever been in, it's there forever. There's no scrubbing it.
Oh, dude, it's tough.
And that's
Oh
what I'm
shit.
saying. You have a child and they grow up and they're a teenager and you're retired, and that they look, and then it's, I don't know. Then the preconceived notions of your little girl. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Dang, yeah, she has kids. She looks like she has a look like she has a daughter as well. Looks like she has multiple.
So me and your mum think the child.
Yeah, it's just tough.
right. And so my thought process, would she want that for her own daughter? Of course, she's going to say yes, probably. But deep down, the truth is, she would never want her own daughter to do that.
My thing is, how much did you? My thing is, I want to know how much she made, right? Like,
Oh, I'm
if
sure
there
she
was
makes.
some obscene amount of money made from it, I still, I couldn't date someone in that industry, but like,
No.
but at the end of the day, I do understand it's a business, right? Yes, they're making money off of something that I wouldn't get into, but I do understand that industry is a business. It's about making
Right.
money. People get into industry to make money. It's a job, right? So, if she made 100 million from doing this, I'm like, okay, I get it, right?
Well, yeah, of course even if she made $30 million from doing it, right? If let's say her OnlyFans, she made 30 million off that video. Like, okay, fine. But like at the same time, you're just like, gross.
And I can't find anything that says how much she makes. Cause like there's that one OnlyFans chick. I don't know her name. Again, I just this stuff I've been seeing since like all this stuff's been out. But there's a OnlyFans, there's a 20-year-old chick, I forget her name. I think it starts with an R, but she has an OnlyFans. She makes the most money per year on OnlyFans. It's 40 mil a year. She makes 40 mil a year on it. But she's a virgin, right?
Hey,
So it's
yeah.
like
Air quotes.
No. Apparently, but from legitimate source, she's legit a virgin. She's legit a virgin. I can believe it. There's no point in saying you're a virgin if you're whatever.
You could
But
be a born again virgin.
no, I think she's an actual virgin.
What's her name?
Jesus Christ, I have no idea.
Because I think they've had a couple of those on that podcast before.
No, but like she's like for like apparently she's like a legit virgin. You know how that stuff is. You can't claim to be a virgin, be that popular, make that much money, and not have some shit come out. Like she's been known as to be this virgin since she started her.
And that's to be fair, you know, she might be, but let's be honest. That's a hell of a marketing ploy by her, right?
I mean, is it? Do we
Yes,
really care?
yes.
Do we really care?
You think, bro, you know as well as I do, perverts are attracted to that shit because it's a fantasy to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In their minds, as gross as it's going to sound, they're probably thinking, oh, they're her first. And that's how she plays it off. And that's smart marketing by her.
Sophie Rain.
Sophie Rain. Never heard of her.
She earned $43 million on her first year on the platform.
I haven't even heard of her.
I didn't either until, recent.
I'm just saying, that'd be a hell of a marketing ploy by her.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. She might have been on that podcast because she talks, apparently, she makes 43 mil. She made 43 mil last year. And the reason why I think she's getting big, controversially, just being in the media, you know how it is. Any PR is positive PR, to be honest. But she was getting slandered on the internet for having strong Christian values.
Yeah,
because she's a virgin.
That's where you lose me.
She's a virgin, but she makes money by, I assume, I don't know what she posts on her stuff. I assume she's posting very sexual, explicit.
She's fucking herself, Finis.
Right. Well, sure.
Yeah.
But so like, I think that's what she started to get media coverage. I don't even know. I guess media, yes. Not obviously mainstream media, but like social media, because it's controversial. You know how it goes. She gets me, and the people are like, oh, who is this? And then they look her up. She's obviously very attractive. So then she gains. Now she's bigger than she was.
It's the virgin thing, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And she better not say that sacrilegious shit.
I don't know, dude.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm the biggest Christian in the world, right? I am a Christian though, whatever. But I would never stand there and say, yeah, I jerk off every day. But you know what? I love God. I love God so much.
I mean, two things can be true.
No, you can't jerk off every day and start singing, the praises of the Lord or saying your moral high ground. Come on.
No, I don't know about moral high ground, but you can definitely.
Well, that's what she's taking.
Well, I push back a little bit.
Sinning, right? Which we all sin.
We all do, Bo. That's the thing. You can
but
still
she's
be a sinner.
continuing to do the same sin. You know what I'm saying? So she's not really sorry for it.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's not necessarily true. I disagree with that because you can be a sinner that you're going to sin and continue to sin and still have strong faith in your faith.
Yeah, but you can sin differently. I'm saying she's sinning the same sin, right? And in God's eyes, that
right. But everybody,
so-called repentance,
everybody
but she keeps doing the same sin.
Mark, we all sin the same sin. We all curse. We know it's wrong. We still curse anyway.
To be fair, there's only GD
cursing is better. Cursing is cursing though. Saying fuck is a sin. Saying motherfucker.
No, it's not. Where's it? No, it's not.
Yeah, that's what swearing is.
It's not in the Bible, bro. There's not one. No, it's not. It says don't take the Lord's name in vain, bro.
Well, that too.
That's really all it says. I'm not saying cursing is right, but I'm saying
it says more than that. But what I'm saying is we all lie, whether it's a white lie or not.
Yeah,
I agree. Continue to lie.
I agree, but what I'm saying is, right, we all lie, but it's a different lie each time. It's not the same lie.
It
It's not
doesn't.
the
Oh,
same.
that doesn't matter,
Yes,
Mark. A lie is
that's
a lie.
stipulations, dog. It's not
A
the
lie
same
is a lie.
same act every time.
A lie is a lie, though. It.
You know what
Whether
I'm saying, bro. You
No,
know what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, but that's why I still disagree. I disagree with the logic that just because you are a sinner and you sin, which we all are, and you might keep making the same sin over and over again, doesn't mean you still can't have
Okay, fair.
a
Okay,
moral high ground.
okay.
I'm not
I don't
married,
think
and
she
I
can't
continue
take
to.
it.
I'm not married, and I continue to have sex with somebody that I am not married to. That's a sin. I constantly make that
Right.
decision every time.
Right.
But I still have a high moral high ground.
But if you repent and you stop, then you know what I'm saying?
But I don't.
That's my point. If you
But I
repent
don't.
in God's word, you're supposed to stop.
You can.
doing
Well,
that.
you're supposed to try to stop, but
If
you
I
know how that
say,
goes.
God, I'm sorry for watching pornography. I'll never do it again. And then I do it again 12 hours later. I'm back to square one with God there.
It's hard. It's hard out here.
I never said it is easy. I'm just saying, that's my point. Like if she were to die tomorrow, I mean,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that.
I'm just saying, bro.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying. You can't take the Christian moral high ground if you're not gonna lead by example.
Now I understand what you're saying. Being in the type of industry she's in, I get what you're saying. But the logic behind it is where I push back. But I get what you're saying. It's crazy because I don't even know if you would consider. Is that porn? If she doesn't have sex, okay. So
yeah, I mean, it's just like it's just like cam girling, right? That's porn,
right? Okay, so let's consider her. I'm not gonna edit.
She's doing sexual acts on herself, so yeah.
Right, I might have to flag this video as the content because I'm not gonna go through and edit out the word porn. But anyway,
corn. Sorry,
it's corn. Too late. We've already said it a bunch of times. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so all right, we consider a porn
demonetized.
Star. I don't know. So we consider a porn star, right? So I understand that because she is a porn star,
a new age
industry, taking a religious standing, being someone in that industry, it's different.
It's hypocritical.
But yes,
it's hypocritical.
It's hypocritical, but it's no more hypocritical than every human being that walks this earth.
I understand that, but it's still it's majorly hypocritical. That'd be like a preacher telling you to stop drinking, and then he's over there drinking, right?
Right. Yes.
In the name of God, you need to stop drinking because God.
Right. But what I'm saying is, every single person is hypocritical. It's just
no doubt.
It's just the problem is, again, religiously, a sin's a sin. There's no hierarchy. One sin's worse than the other, right?
Correct.
I think the problem is optically it looks worse because we have porn as something that's worse than lying. If you're somebody that lies or says lies and you're like, oh well, I have more high ground. We're more likely to be like, you know what, I understand you lied, you apologize, this and that. Right. But if you're in porn, you almost can't have a religious stand because you're in porn, because we view porn here and lying like down here. Right. People to lie, obviously.
And it's weighed all the same by God. You're right. Murder is weighed the same. I don't disagree with you there. It is, but my issue with it is the hypocrisy and taking the moral high ground.
It's the optics for sure.
It's crazy to me. Like if that's what you're doing, just own it. Be like, yeah, I'm a sinner. I'm very flawed. But I'm flawed like every human being.
In her defense, I don't know that was the headline. Is that she about not actually having sex because of her religious views? Also, but she never. In her defense, I never saw exactly how she said it, so she might have put it that way. Headlines are, but
also, I want to say because she's young. Good luck finding a guy now that you've been.
She'll be all right.
Good luck.
There's a slew of
no good man, bro. A good guy would not do it. And you know that. You wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
I would say there's not a good guy that wouldn't do it.
I'm talking about, so if she's Christian, right? There's no Christian man that's going to pursue her.
No, that's you're out of your mind.
Not right. No, right now, she would have to give it up and like be completely free from it.
Well, or just find somebody in the industry that's also Christian. There are Christian men in the industry.
Yeah, but also hypocrites, wolves in sheep's clothing, which the Bible talks about that. You know,
I guess
there's more wolves in sheep's clothing than there are sheep's.
Well, why they got to be wolves?
It talks about in the Bible, bro.
No, I said why do you have to claim them as wolves just because they do porn?
Not necessarily, but that is a part of it. I mean,
but
if you go out there preaching the word of God in the gospel,
well, she's not doing that. She's not doing that. She's not doing that. She's just saying why because people ask her why haven't you had sex yet, and she's like, I just want to hold on to my virginity because I think it's sacred to me in my religion. Yes, she does porn, but she's not out there.
But even with that statement right there,
she's just
right there.
Marc,
why do you say that? Just say
because she's answering a question that she was asked.
She's
answering honestly. I don't think there's anything wrong with answering honestly.
Just say I'm saving myself from marriage.
She might not be saving herself from marriage. All I'm saying is if she's answering the question honestly, and the reason if the real reason she's not having sex is from a religious base, regardless of everything else, I can respect that because she hasn't crossed the boundary. I have, and she's doing porn. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? If that's the honest reason why, I have no problem with that. Now, I agree with you. If she's out preaching the gospel as a porn star, now we have a problem. Now, everybody's hypocritical, but when you enter that position, if you are a pastor or a priest or somebody that works in church, yes, you're human, you're going to make mistakes. We're all hypocritical to an extent, but you're held at a different standard, right? Like, I agree. If you're a preacher and you preach, alcoholism better yourself, and you're out getting wasted and getting DUIs and stuff, what are we doing? You're held to a higher standard than the average person. I agree. She's not preaching the gospel. She was just posed a question of why haven't you had sex and you're a porn star? Oh, I'm not willing to cross that boundary because of religious reasons. I think that's a different story.
I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like it. I think because I think it's, like I said, I think it's wolves in sheep's clothing. I think it's sacrilegious to say my religion's why I'm not having sex with a woman, man, whatever, my religion. But here's me on video shoving a dildo up my cooch. I'm just saying.
Well, we don't know if she's showing all of that. It could just be tit pics or bikini pics. We don't know. I don't know.
Well, even then, I mean,
here's my thing, Marc.
That's lust.
Here's my thing. We're also assuming because she does porn, she's a terrible person.
I never said she's a terrible person.
Well, if you're talking about wolves in sheep's clothing, you can't be a good person. That doesn't
mean you're a terrible person.
It
just means you're a false prophet, or you're a false doctrine. You speak false doctrine. You don't follow what you say. Doesn't mean you're a bad person.
All she's saying is that she doesn't have
good people who are wolves in sheep's clothing.
I don't know about that one. I think it's hard to be a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Really? I can name some pastors that I think are wolves in sheep's clothing that are probably good people.
But do you know them?
No, but I've seen, like, Joel Osteen, for example. You know, the mega church in Houston?
I'm not familiar. Like, I know his name, but I'm not familiar with anything.
Look him up. This is just my opinion. My opinion. I think he's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Just my opinion.
Why?
Because
Joel Osteen?
He has this mega church, huge church. I don't know. Every time I've watched him, it don't sit right with me. And then several years when Harvey came through Houston, his church, they could have opened it as a shelter. His church is literally the old Houston Rockets arena.
Damn.
It's massive, right? And he would not let people in there.
Well, he's not a good person.
Huh?
Then he's not a good person.
Well,
Not genuinely.
he's probably a decent person. He's not a horrible person, but he's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Is my point.
I feel like if I got more details on what he has done in the past or things that he does, I would probably come to the conclusion that on face he seems like a genuine person for the most part because he's a public figure. When deep down he's probably not a good person generally at heart. He might be doing things to save face because he is a public figure, and it's more for the repercussions of public backlash than an actual genuine good person. Now, good person or not, it's obviously opinionated because people could have a good opinion about you that know you well, and people that don't really know you could have a bad opinion, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
But I don't think you would deem somebody that does certain things like that as a good person, even though, yes, he might donate to charity, he might help other communities. But if you could open up your church, again, I don't know him well, I don't know enough details, so I don't want to make assumptions.
No,
But
it's just your opinion. You have an opinion.
yeah, but I just, for me to be non-hypocritical, I don't like having it. To me, I can't have an opinion on something I don't go get
Fair.
information on. So I don't
Fair.
want to, because I get on people for doing that. It's like having an opinion on a movie you never seen. I can't do that. But crazy segue, real quick. I was having this conversation earlier at the gym. How much money do you think the NBA could make if they just streamed on YouTube? No paywall. They streamed on YouTube. After the stream, the video stays on YouTube, and they have it organized by playlist based on team, yada, yada, yada. Do you think the NBA could still make a shit ton of money? Because as you're thinking, contextually, think about like Mr. Beast. These top YouTube guys that are making millions upon millions of dollars.
I don't understand how his money works. It's crazy, but anyway.
Dude, it's just from, well, not just from videos now. He has sponsorships, but early on, it was literally just from the videos on YouTube.
I know. It's like he has a money printer in his freaking basement.
It's wild. Now, think about the NBA. Let's just say, like, halfway through the season, they're like, yeah, so we're testing out something. Next year for the 2025 season, like, 2025 to 2026 season, we're just going to stream all games on YouTube. Not YouTube TV, just plain old YouTube. We're going to stream. We're going to leave them up every game for the whole season. Think about the amount of views the games would get.
They would do all right because people would, cut cable or already cut cable would just, they would be fine. Yeah.
Do you think they would still make like, because I was just thinking.
They would make money. I don't think it would be like, before you run down my throat here, like NFL money, but I do think they would make money for sure because people can watch it for free on YouTube instead of paying a cable subscription or paying a subscription for like Max so they can watch it through TNT or whatever. So they would definitely make more money than they do now, but I don't think it'd be NFL money.
But you think they make more money now?
Probably.
Like from a viewer
it's free. It's free. It's a free product, right? That's why YouTube's so big, right?
Right.
That's why people prefer to watch YouTube than regular shit on TV or stream a show because it's free and it's content they like or whatever. But that's why YouTube's so massive now. It's free.
Yeah, I think their viewership would be through the roof.
I mean, it definitely would go up. There's no doubt about it.
I think like
there's no doubt about it.
I think the average game, could average literally 10, 20, maybe 30 million views per game.
I don't think that's far off.
Like that's crazy.
I think that's a fair guesstimate. Honestly.
80 and 82. So all right. Let's do
I think
math.
some of the bigger games could even pull 50, like LeBron
yeah.
in the playoffs or whatever, but because it's free, it's a free product.
Playoffs would be crazy streamed on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some math. Let's say what's the average? I'm gonna look up the average viewership right now for an NBA game.
And the marketing would go crazy on there. the amount of spamming for NBA shorts and just NBA
Okay.
would be crazy.
So the average viewership is 1.56 million for the NBA for an NBA game.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say they go to YouTube. What would you estimate the average viewership would be per game? If you were just estimating, I'm gonna use that number.
I would say it'd be 10 times that, but I think that's just being safe.
So you want to go? You want to go 15 million?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think it'd be 10 times that because it's free. It's a free product.
Okay.
The advertising would do well on there because the amount of NBA shorts and just watch this video net. You know how
Right.
YouTube is, right?
Yeah.
It would do much better. I mean, it would do probably 10 times the
Okay.
viewership.
So so we have 15 million, and that's per game. So we have 30 teams, right?
Well, I shouldn't say per game, right?
Because that's the 1.5
Because
is
there's
per
going to be
game.
teams that are not going to draw eyes regardless if they're on YouTube or not. You know what I mean?
So what do you think? So let's want to do 10 mil I'm just saying on average per game. Because right now it's 1.5 per game on average, regardless of who the team is.
I'd go under 10 mil. I'd probably go 8.
Okay, 8 mil. Let's do 8 mil. So there's 30 teams times 82 games in a season. That's 2,460 games. This is not playoffs, and this is not the play-in tournament, the NBA Cup. 2,460 games that are played for the NBA as a whole regular season. Let's multiply that times 8 million views per game. That's going to give us 19.6 billion views just for the regular season across, let's say it's the NBA account on YouTube. They're going to get 19.6 for that season. That doesn't include playoffs. That doesn't include preseason, and that doesn't include NBA Cup, right? So now, $19.6 billion. Let's see what the average. So the average if you get 1 million views on a video, the average payout is $4,000, and this is like 4,000 for like a normal regular account. I assume if it's the NBA, the payout would be higher because their ad sharing would be at a higher rate. But let's just use that number just for the sake of conversation. So we're going to take 19.6 billion. We're going to multiply that times 4,000. That is 78. Wait, whoa. That's how much money they would make. And I assume it would probably be a little different because I don't even know if YouTube's able to dish out that type of money. And this isn't a year. This is just for that season. And that's just regular season. It doesn't include the NBA Finals. If it was just on plain YouTube, would have crazy viewership. I believe that's $78 trillion.
Yeah, but YouTube would have plenty of money because of the ad.
Yeah.
There would be
all the ads are going to go to YouTube.
Ad share. Yeah.
They're all going to go to YouTube just for the NBA because they're going to be getting 19.6 billion views a year. If you put a commercial in front of those eyeballs, I mean, crazy. But yeah, this is a question that was brought up at the gym. I was like, because the problem I have is I got WNBA League Pass. I want to get the NBA League Pass, but I'm waiting. But the problem is, even if you have the WNBA League Pass, there are some games that are blocked off because certain entities have rights to certain things, like with the Amazon Prime contract they have. Especially, the same with the NFL. They own Thursday Night Football.
Right.
Well, now TNT owns Inside the NBA because they renegotiated that deal. So Inside the NBA is not a part of the new NBA's contract. So those games aren't going to be on the NBA League Pass because they're nationally broadcasted. All the ABC games aren't going to be on the NBA League Pass because this is in the third. And I think Peacock has some games. HBO has some games.
Yeah, they all have. Yeah.
So it's like
HBO, I know for sure because they have TNT.
Yeah. So now it's like, well, if they just went cut all that, just went to YouTube. Oh, dude, that'd be crazy. But
I don't think YouTube has enough money to cut them a check to get the rights, though. It's probably
Well, the thing with YouTube is YouTube would need the rights. NBA would just take their content and just make a YouTube account.
Yeah, you're right.
And just have a team that
you're right. You're right.
And then you could also set up to where each team has their thing, so you can have like the main accounts NBA TV. Let's say they have all their stuff, and then you can have a Milwaukee Bucks YouTube that's connected to the NBA YouTube or whatever. And the Milwaukee Bucks, they create all their commercials, their YouTube shorts, and you could have all the Milwaukee games on the Milwaukee one. So if you want to follow the Lakers, you follow the LA Lakers. You can watch all the. I mean,
no, you're right. No,
that'd be cool. I don't think it would ever happen, but
no, it won't.
No, no. But that's all I had. Just some random thoughts that I've been seeing this week. We're gonna tell people as we get off. Some food for thought.
I don't know. I don't have anything off the top of the dome.
Well,
you got something?
All I have is make sure you get your groceries. Make sure you take care of yourself, because I'm finna go get my groceries and I'm finna go take care of myself.
Yeah. If you live in my neck of the woods, I got a caveat to the groceries. Don't freak out, because it might snow again Thursday and Friday. They're predicting another big snowstorm. Whether it does or not, to be determined, obviously.
Right.
But like last week, in typical fashion, eggs, milk, bread, gone. Don't panic, okay? Just a little bit of snow, people. We'll be all right.
Y'all heard it here. GoT615. Catch you guys next week.
Peace.
I'm gonna chase my dreams. My life has me